Hello, hello, Jem family! Welcome to Jose Event Management Sportsfest 2026 Day 1! And of course, pampagising sa umagang ito to start up this event, we will do some Zumba together with the Jose Event Management family. Lahat ng departamento ay kailangang mag-Zumba today. You have to show your dance move like this one. Dahil kapag hindi ka nag-Zumba, baka hindi ka manalo. Let's dance, come on! Hey! Hey! Celebrating live and different events. So everybody, when we say parinig kami ng energy, all you have to do is to say,
Banggitin po ninyo ang mga patlang. Ako si... Manlalaro mula sa anong department?
Happy 9th year anniversary, Jose Event Management family! Mag-ingay, lot small! Welcome here to our extravaganza super duper na pinaghandaan ng ating Jem Management, ang ating 9th year anniversary celebration. So now, ongoing na po ang mga games po natin dahil talagang game na game ang lahat ng parte po, lahat ng employees, family ng Jose Event Management. Since today or this month, we are celebrating the special day, the anniversary birthday of Jose Event Management. Happy 9th anniversary! just a short trivia about Jem Sportsfest since yung owners po ng Josa Event Management, which is si Madam Josa and si MO Raymond, ay mahilig sa sports, ay talagang game na game sila. Actually, sila po talaga yung nangunguna every game sa volleyball ng si Madam Josa. And for the basketball, we're with CMO Raymond. Alam nyo ba na sa loob ng 9 years ng Josa Event Management na nag-exist, we already had a total of 5 sports fest. Yes, so ito na po yung pang-5 beses na nakakaroon tayo ng Jem Sportsfest. So now, nakikita nyo sa likod, this is the history gallery of Josa Event Management. So just a little throwback sa mga nangyari po last to 2017 up to 2026. Yan. So, makikita nyo na nagsimula sa mag-asawa lang, which is si Madam Josa, si MO Raymond, hanggang sa nadagdagan ng assistant, nagkaroon ng management, and now ay talagang malaking pamilya na po ang Josa Event Management. Katunayan ngayon, meron tayong Sports Fest na talagang punong-puno po ang ating event today. Dito sa Lotus Ball, bawat sulok ng ating venue ay talagang may tao, walang mawawala, lahat may ganap po. So, that is a part of the Jem Sportsfest 2026.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Alright, so this time, kasama po natin ang nag-iisang Madam Josa, one of the owners of Josa Event Management. Ayan, hi! Napaka-fresh pa rin ni Madam Josa even though talagang batakan sa ating paglalaro kanina sa volleyball. So, Madam Josa, tanong lang no, bakit for 5 times na nag-sports fest tayo, bakit patuloy pa rin tayo nagsasagawa ng ganitong klase ng event?
Well, first of all, we would like to thank our Almighty God. Siyempre, yung pinaka-the best na ma-celebrate natin yung 9 years / 5 year celebration ng Josa Event Management. This is a summer sports fest and since summer, kaya dapat mag-sports fest. At naisip din namin yon ng kaming dalawang mag-asawa para mas makita na hindi lang ang Jem family or Josa Event Management na magaling lang sa pag-organize. Makikita rito na lahat po sila ay sports-minded.
Yes.
At the same time, pinaka-objective talaga ng company or kaming dalawang mag-asawa to unite. At the same time, yung pinaka-goal po namin na maging masaya ang Jem family for this big event, 9 years anniversary. At the same time, makilala rin namin ang family ng mga GEM employees or GEM staff na hindi lang sa mga gathering or mga big parties, kundi like this, na makita mo na iba't ibang kind of sports, may mga food courts, may mga indoor games na nakita mo na magagaling ang mga GEM employees natin. Okay, pinaghandaan ito ng Just Event Management Day 1 pa lang last year, 2025, kung paano yung approach na gagawin natin. Like, mapakita kung gaano na ba sila naging part or katagal sa Just Event Management, lalo na nagkaroon tayo ng photo exhibit or gallery. Pinaghandaan niya ng mga nasa marketing department. At the same time, pinaghandaan din ito ng iba't ibang managers, team leaders with the help of the memories. Like, ano ba yung maaalala mo pag narinig mo ang GEM? Ano ba yung participation mo? Paano ka nagsimula sa GEM? So, nagkaroon ng mga historical during celebration here at Lotus Mall, Imus. At the same time, nagkaroon tayo ng mga raffle. Nagkaroon din tayo ng mga best Sock Med Post, lalo na yung mga naging part dito sa Jem Sportsfest 2026.
And now, kasama naman po natin, kung wala si Sir Raymond, walang Josa Event Management. So now, Sir Raymond, kasi kanina nakausap namin si Madam Josa about this event. So, kayo naman, bakit nyo binibigyan ng ganitong event ang mga employees ng Josa Event Management?
Or number one, camaraderie. Siyempre, para lahat magkaroon ng chance to know each other because not everybody nagkakakilala sila in one event because we have multiple events. They are from multiple departments. Most of the time, hindi sila nagkikita sa trabaho. Pero when having this sports fest annually, dito nagkakaroon ng bonding ang isa't isa. And you know, kapag magkakaibigan sa trabaho, mas magaling sila o mas madali silang makakapag-work. Yan ang pinaka-purpose talaga nito. At etong sports fest, maging masaya lahat.
Meron po ba kayong message para ngayon sa GEM employees for the 9th anniversary? Message po sa mga employees.
Wow, 9 years, hindi siya biro at di rin namin nakakalain na aabot sa ganito because when we started a business, source of, ginawa lang namin siyang sideline actually hanggang sa lumaki siya ng ganito. And imagine we have, I don't know how many, 400, 300, 400 employees. My message to each and every one of them, number one, is thank you. Thank you for staying with us, for being loyal to the company. Because of you, we are continue growing. And I wish everyone to have fun working here sa GEM. At the same time, take the opportunity na binibigay ng GEM because this GEM is established not just for Joss and I, but for each and everyone who's working under this company.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Raymond! And that's the end of our vlog today. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga nanood sa ating video today. So, abangan na lang natin sa day 2 ang mga mangyayari pa o kung sino ang mag-win ng title na champion for the Jem Sportsfest 2026. So, iwan lang muna namin kayo dito sa day 1 ng Jem Sportsfest 2026. Maraming salamat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also follow our social media pages of Joss Event Management. Maraming salamat. Have a good night and happy